get involved in the battle against hunger? Well, I'll tell you a pretty easy way, and this is just Feed My Starving Children. Take a look at this pack, and Father, what I'd like you to do is just kind of give us a little bit of a play-by-play, because we could be involved in putting these together, getting these out to people who desperately need them, really turning around the lives of some young people who haven't had much of a chance, and people who are literally starving right now. All right, tell me a little bit about this pack that I have in my hand.
Absolutely. First, let me thank you for having me on your show, Hank. Absolutely a pleasure. This is just a scientifically engineered meal that is put together from things that are accepted across different cultures. So this is the most basic, and that is rice. Other packs can be potatoes. In addition, we add protein, we add the vitamins, all the things that children who are, like you said, are actively starving to death need in order to survive. So these are sent to 70 different countries around the world, and the U.S. is one of those countries, believe it or not, where children we know are actively starving.
It's so hard, though. I mean, it's 2016. So do I know that there are people who are starving? Yes. At the same time, I mean, I'm bombarded each day with the fact that we have this obesity epidemic in the United States. I mean, how do I reconcile that you just told me that I've got kids who are starving right here in the United States with the fact that apparently, you know, we're all eating too much and we're all walking around, you know, 50 pounds overweight?
And it's not. It's a fact that you're just not aware, not you, I'm just saying. People are just not aware of what is going on, or they just don't care. When I say they exist in the United States, this is the wealthiest country in the world. And for us to have this problem in the U.S., where athletes and celebrities are making millions of dollars, it's just unacceptable. And a meal like this, like I said, has been scientifically engineered to save a child's life in a matter of 6 months. So a child who's actively starving to death, in a matter of 6 months of eating this meal, they're able to go back, to function, to learn, to play, and everything starts with food. If you don't feed them, they're not going to be able to do anything else.
No, you're right. I mean, so everything comes back to education. I mean, when we want to move the world forward, and you have people who are starving, pretty amazing that we're going to put these packets together. Now, I'm guessing that the cost of, you know,
22 cents.
22 cents. I hate to tell you what I'm paying for my Mountain Dew and Tootsie Rolls each day.
Absolutely,
right? I mean,
and this is more than one child would eat this. More than one child would be able to eat this.
Oh, okay, so this is, I thought that this was one child, one day. No?
Not one meal.
Gotcha.
It could be that same child, but not one meal. This is a large meal for one child, but it costs only 22 cents. We're going to be packing, this coming Saturday on August 20th, we're going to be packing a minimum of 100,000 of these in one day. 3 different shifts. Each shift is 2 hours. 100,000 meals. Last year we did it for the first time, and last year we were the only location in the entire Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and I'm proud to say that it's in Worcester, that we have this this event, teaming up with an organization, a non-profit Christian organization called Feed My Starving Children, the only location in the Commonwealth to be able to do this event.
Father, how did you get involved? Why important for you to get your parish involved?
I received a phone call from a priest who was from Minnesota, and this is where they're out of their headquarters in Minnesota. And knowing the size of my cathedral, we have a huge hall that we use for functions, weddings, and other events, and you need to qualify to have this event. We need 500 volunteers to come in through our doors, and so it needs to be a large facility, outlets and exit doors, emergency plans. And so we have that. And so knowing our facility, he contacted me, he said, they're looking to move into Massachusetts and they don't have us in Massachusetts yet. So this is where it came from. And they contacted me, they flew over, we met, and the rest is history. We did it last year. It was a huge success. We surpassed all of our goals. We needed $22,000 to pack 100,000 meals at 22 cents. We packed 109,000 meals. We raised $24,500, and we welcomed 524 volunteers last year for the first. It was the first event, and this is the year we're doing it again.
Obviously, it's going to be even bigger this year. We're going to tell you how you can get involved straight ahead, and we'll see you on Saturday as we pack these meals for Feed My Starving Children. We'll hear much more coming up on the Hank Stolz Experience.
We are the world. We are the children. We are the one to make a brighter day. So let's start giving.
Start the weekend early. The popular Out to Lunch Summer Concert Series returns. Escape the office and come out to lunch every Thursday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Beginning June 23rd on the Worcester Common Oval. Enjoy sensational acts and an expanded marketplace featuring a farmer's market, artisans, delectable food from Worcester's finest restaurants, and new surprises throughout the season. Produced by the City of Worcester and the Worcester Cultural Coalition. Promotional message provided by the City of Worcester and Charter TV3.
It's a squeeze play as Brent comes home. It is foul bunted, caught by Mancini. The throw to third goes off Brent's helmet, and on the wildest play of the year, the Paw Sox lead it 3-1.
Follow the Paw Sox all season long with select games from Charter TV3 and visit chartertv3.com for a complete game telecast schedule. Sponsored by the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglia and Cantiani Insurance Agency.
Prime Time on Charter TV3 is hosted by attorney Nick Kalsis, a leading Massachusetts authority on elder law and related legal issues. Join us as we review medical issues, legal matters, financial perspectives, personal needs and estate planning, as well as political issues and current events. Knowledge is power. Primetime brings you information that empowers you to live independent and dignified lives. Watch Primetime Mondays at 9:30 p.m. on Charter TV3.
You can't get Worcester weather from a Boston TV station. The sun could be shining in downtown Boston, but the weather could be very different here in Worcester. People tell me all the time how much they count on our weather forecast, and we know how important that is to our Worcester News Tonight viewers. Each weekday, we'll give you your weather, your 10-day forecast for right here in Worcester, only on Worcester News Tonight.
Worcester's only local forecast, weeknights on Worcester News Tonight.
Feed My Starving Children, what a tremendous organization, clearly, and thanks to your good works, people locally in the Worcester Central Massachusetts area able this Saturday to come to the cathedral to get involved. Tell us a little bit about what we have to do. Our part seems fairly easy, actually.
Of course. What people have to do, we need to raise $22,000. We've done that. The more we raise, the more we'll be packing. And if we raise a lot more, then it will go towards next year's event. So if you'd like to donate, again, each meal costs only 22 cents. So if that's all you have to donate, do that. If you could do more, do more. We need volunteers. We need to reach our 500 volunteers for that day. Everyone needs to volunteer needs to register in order to volunteer. So with those two things go together, and we obviously need prayers, and that really worked for us last year. So we'll continue to push that. To register to volunteer and to donate, they need to go to our cathedral's website, which is stgeorgeworcester.org, stgeorgeworcester.org, and look for a picture of a child who's holding this meal, and click on that, and it will take you to a page dedicated for our event. And there you'll see how much money we've raised, and you go to donate or you go to register to volunteer, and it takes 2 minutes to do all that.
But you really do have to register. On
Absolutely.
Saturday, if people decide that they have time and they show up, is there still a space for them, or really you need to know?
I don't like to say no to anybody
Right.
that will come in, but we're going to have people taking the registration there, make sure everybody's checking the registration, make sure everyone's registered, just because we want to make sure that those who registered have
Absolutely.
space to go and volunteer. I don't like turning people away. So come, I'll find something for you to do. Absolutely. If not, we can say a prayer together. So that's absolutely wonderful.
Very good. Yeah, and that works as well. You see the efforts, and this is, as you said, this is really your second year involved with this organization. But you see the efforts of the people, and the fact that so many people want to come out and so many people do want to give. Making a difference, we still seem to have so much hunger in the world. You just pointed out we're the richest nation in the world. You'd think this would, and I'm looking at this pack of food for 22 cents.
That's all it is.
You'd think, it would be a solvable problem.
Yeah, there is. This is where the sinfulness of our humanity is. There is enough food, there's enough bread to go around to feed every starving children in this world. The entire world, there's enough food to feed every single human being that's hungry today. It's not like we're not aware of it. People know. It's about how much do we really care. It's not just throw some money at something and hope it sticks. That's not what it is. Hope it feeds the child and it ends world hunger. We have to be there. We have to work with people. We have to see the image of Christ in each and every single person. We have to see them as our neighbor who is in need and to go out of our comfort zone and to really be with them in the lowest place, which is poverty, illness, and it's all caused by that. In the United States, 3 out of 4 teachers, say that they encounter children who come to school hungry every single day.
Yeah.
3 out of 4 teachers
And
in
how
our
can
schools.
and how can you learn? You know, they talk about, here we are in the summer months, and they talk about the children who, the meals that they were getting at school, those were the meals that they were getting for the entire day. And you know, that hunger now, right here in our community in Worcester, where there are kids who are probably going to bed hungry. So I mean, it's a very sobering thought. The folks who came out last year, these 500 plus volunteers, what was their reaction to being able to be part of this event?
If I tell you the amount of people that came to us and just thanked us for what we're doing, to give them an opportunity to get involved in something they can trust. This organization, it's not like they're giving their money and they don't know where it's going. 92% of every dollar goes directly to feeding those children. So people thanked us for that. Kids who came with their parents to see the smiles on their faces. The parents came and said, thank you for giving our kids an opportunity to give back, to encounter, again, the hungry children, because they may not know that because they don't experience it in their home. Thankfully, they're able to eat. They eat what they need to eat. So parents thanked us. The elderly who came, who couldn't stand at a station, but they were sitting at a table putting labels, thanked us for giving them an opportunity to be involved and not to just say, you know, you're not able. So really, just the experience was fantastic.
That's really two things there. I mean, one, that everybody had the opportunity to come, and that there are clearly then, from what you just said, there are probably people out there who their spirit is willing, they want to give. Unfortunately, they're finding that there isn't always a way for them, or they're being told that there isn't always a way for them. But the 92 cents, this organization that you are with, you've really vetted them and feel that, tell me a little about that.
This is something that we actually make sure that whatever we get involved with is something that we can trust. We pack Christmas food baskets for children in Worcester. We've done this for 6 years. We raise $10,000 every year. We trust the Worcester Public Schools to tell us what children in this city are in dire need. So they provide us with a list, and we contact them, and we provide them with food, $100 worth of food for every family, just the weekend before Christmas. We need to make sure that we can trust the people we work with. And so this organization on Cherry Navigator, like I said earlier to you during the break, 10 consecutive years, they're top.
Excellent. I mean, it's just, it really is that easy. We'll see everybody there on Saturday. Remember, please, all the information is on the screen right now. Please remember to go and sign up first, okay? And we'll make a difference, and look forward to seeing you there. Thank you so much for coming by.
I appreciate your time.
And telling us about it. And thank you, as always, for joining us right here on the Hank Stolz Experience.
Thank you.
No hunger, no thirst.